Before she became a Hollywood star, before she became a fashion icon, Audrey Hepburn was just a young girl dancing in the fields of the Netherlands. She was born into a wealthy family. She had music, ballet, and dreams as vast as the sky. And in her heart, the world was a safe place. May 10, 1940. The Nazis invaded the Netherlands. The safe world Audrey once knew vanished. She was just a child. But war didn't care. If she had lived a different life, she might have stood on the grand stages of Paris. But in 1942, Audrey Hepburn danced in the shadows. For freedom. The performance ended. The audience remained silent for a moment, then began to applaud, quietly pressing their palms together so no sound would be heard. By 1944, the war had taken everything. The Dutch people were starving, and the girl who once danced for others could barely stand on her own. The Nazis had cut off all food supplies. People ate whatever they could find. Tulip bulbs, grass, but some did not survive that winter. The war ended. But for Audrey Hepburn, it was the beginning of something new. The first chocolate given to her by the Allied forces saved her. The girl who danced in the darkness, the young woman who had survived on tulip bulbs. She never forgot that moment. Audrey Hepburn had survived war. She had known hunger, fear, and loss. But now, she had a new dream. So she turned to acting. First, small roles in the theater. Then, a lucky break. In an instant, everything changed. Colette, the legendary writer, had chosen Audrey to star in the Broadway play of Gigi. Hollywood had noticed her. And now, she had one chance to prove herself. And then, on the streets of Rome, a princess and a journalist. A young actress and a Hollywood legend. A fairy tale on and off the screen. In just a few years, the starving girl from war-torn Netherlands had become Hollywood's brightest star. She had spent her life in front of cameras. Now, she stood in front of the world for a different reason.
Here, my love, take your time.
Audrey Hepburn was no stranger to hunger. She had felt it once as a young girl in war-torn Holland. Now, she was here, so no child would have to feel it again.
I know how it feels to be starving. I remember the pain. And I will not turn my back on these children.
She went where others wouldn't. She saw what others ignored.
She says she hasn't eaten in 3 days.
How is it that in a world of such wealth, children are still starving? This is not nature's doing. This is man's doing.
She didn't just visit. She didn't just donate. She made the world listen.
These children do not need pity. They need action.
She had traveled the world. She had seen both its beauty and its cruelty. Now, she was home.
Mom, do you ever regret it?
Regret what, darling?
Leaving Hollywood, all of it.
The greatest role I ever played was myself.
She had won Oscars, Golden Globes, BAFTAs. But her greatest award? The love of the children she fought for. She had spent her life giving. Now, it was time to rest.
We love you, Mom.
Remember to be kind.
And just like that, Hollywood's brightest star faded, but she never truly left. Because kindness never dies. He once danced to survive. Then, she danced to bring joy. And in the end, she danced for the world.